Denver Broncos welcome the Kansas City Chiefs to the Mile High City on Sunday Night Football, November 27th, for the first of two games left in the last 6 weeks of the NFL regular season. They meet on Thanksgiving weekend and will then meet again on Christmas Day. Denver is a field goal favorite with extra juice at some shops, and others have slapped a juice of 3.5 on the road team. There are a lot of similarities between these two teams this season. The Chiefs have scored 22.2 points per game, while the Broncos have scored 23.9. The Chiefs have allowed 18.7 points per game, while the Broncos have allowed 18.9 points. Both teams enter this game at 7-3. The one big difference is that the Broncos are also 7-3 against the spread, while the Kansas City Chiefs are just 4-5-1. This is a tough stretch for the Chiefs, who play at Denver, Atlanta, and host Oakland in the span of 18 days, up until Alex Smith's back-breaking interception in the end zone against Tampa Bay. The offense has had a recipe for success. The Chiefs were down 12-10 before Smith's interception, and the Buccaneers marched 52 yards on 9 plays after a 48-yard return and put the game on ice to upset the Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium. It was a bad setback for the Chiefs and for Smith, who threw just his 4th interception in 302 passing attempts. Kansas City has struggled to move the ball in chunks once again this season, averaging just 4.1 yards per carry and 10.4 yards per reception. Without their excellent turnover rate, the Chiefs' offense would be among the worst in the NFL. Life without Marcus Peters was not good for Kansas City. The Buccaneers could not convert touchdowns, but Jameis Winston did throw for 331 yards on just 24 completions against the beleaguered Chiefs secondary. If Peters cannot go out this week, they get a break because Denver doesn't exactly have a prolific offense, but neither did Tampa Bay either. The Denver Broncos certainly look better with Trevor Siemian taking the snaps, but his is an offense that has a lot of problems moving the football this year. Siemian could use a running game because he's only completed 60.1% of his throws and owns a 12-7 touchdown interception ratio. Denver has only rushed for 3.7 yards per carry, as neither C.J. Anderson nor Devontae Booker have gotten it going. Demaryius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders have combined for 180 of the 350 targets and for 109 of the 212 catches. They've also accumulated 1,346 of the 2,421 passing yards so far this season. If Marcus Peters plays for Kansas City, this could be a pretty significant problem. If he can't, Denver may be in good shape with 2 bona fide weapons and the ability to attack either side of the field. Just like last season, for Denver it's all about the defense. The offense has taken a little bit better care of the football this season, but the defense is still incredibly strong. Denver is tied with Minnesota for second in the league with just 4.8 yards allowed per play. Denver is one of the 4 teams with more interceptions than passing touchdowns allowed. The Broncos are also in the top 5 in sacks. Their rush defense has had some problems, and that may be the area that the Chiefs look to exploit. Denver has allowed 4.4 yards per carry. Any nagging injuries, like the one with Aqib Talib, should be cleared up with the Broncos coming out of the bye week. It couldn't have come as a better time, as the team has been running low on energy after back-to-back games and after all of the weird things that have happened this season with the coaching staff. Tentatively, we'll look at the Broncos here in this spot until the injury situation with Marcus Peters gets a little bit more clarity. He's reportedly dealing with a very painful hip pointer, so there's a chance he could miss his 2nd straight game. If that's the case, Kansas City will have issues covering Demaryius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. Denver is off a bye week, and it's good for a first-year starter like Trevor Siemian to get that break in the middle of the season. Everything seems to be setting up in Denver's favor for this game. Our pick and prediction will be to take the Denver Broncos at -3. For our pick and prediction on this game and every other game this week, and a wealth of free stats and information, check out bangthebook.com.